Okay, in this video, we're going to look at possibly selling a cash secured put on Starbucks. Okay, I have the Yahoo chart here for Starbucks. I have 6-month chart right here. Starbucks has been kind of boring, just kind of going sideways, which is fine. If I go back a little bit, you can see it's had some really good highs up around 116, but for the past several months, it's just been kind of going sideways a little bit. So some of the lows recently, I'm looking at right here. So like 78, 79, over here is 81. So anyhow, that's what we're looking at. It's already brought up Fidelity. If you want to look for a stock, you just type in the ticker or the name and search for it. And then here it is. And then you can click on the view the option chain. That brings us up. And we are looking for cash secured puts. So I'm going to click on put. And these are puts. Well, now for Starbucks, most of the volume, most of the activity happens on the monthly option expiration dates. So the monthly dates are December 19th, then you jump over here to January 16th. And then after the first year, we have just monthly options going forward, but weekly options will pop up here later. So I'm going to hide the 12th. That's too soon. But something I want to look at here, say the 19th here, and we'll look at the deltas. We'll start looking around the 0.20 to see what we have going on with those. So here's a 0.21, and that's the 81 strike price. And the bid for that is 54 cents per share. So if I sold one contract here, I would get $54.54 times 100. But that's not enough. Let's look at the 26 here. That's a couple weeks away. This is a weekly expiration. If I come back down here at the 0.20, we got 0.18, we got 0.24. You look at the volume and the open interest here. So I like the open interest to be at least 500. And let's look and see what that means here real quick. First of all, don't forget to subscribe, and this is not financial advice. Second of all, let's look at what volume versus open interest is. So the volume are the contracts traded today. Resets back to zero each day, shows the current activity, and higher volume, the easier it is to fill, and the tighter the spreads. So the tighter between bid and ask, and the midpoint would be, it might be like 3 cents between the bid and the ask. The open interest is total contracts currently open, so that does not reset daily. It shows long-term participation, and then the higher the open interest, the more liquidity, better pricing. So volume today, open interest total. Another way to keep track of that is the lower numbers, the daily activity, the larger numbers, the total. Kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's get back to that. So if I follow my rule of 500 for the open interest, none of these kind of really fit in here. Now this is close, and I've done trades with this number before, but I'd rather not. So let's go ahead and look at January 2nd. And the farther out the expirations are, a lot of times less volume. So a combination of two things here. This is a weekly expiration, and then we're getting farther away. So if you look at the volume here, the 0.20 is be in this range. There's not as a lot of activity going on. So the next one here is the 9th, be probably the same thing. Yeah, just not a lot of activity going on. However, if we go to the 16th, which is a monthly expiration, look here, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I said I like the 0.20 delta. That's kind of my starting point. And you look here at 75 and 80, we have the 0.11, 0.26. So not exactly what I would like. So the other thing you notice, these are increments of 5s. So as the expiration dates get closer, they start adding more increments. If we jump back here to the 19th again, you see like 70, 72, 73, 74. Jump back to the 19th here, everything's going by 5s. So if I look at the 80 strike price, currently at 130, and so this is about 5-6 weeks away, which is a little bit farther out than what I typically like to do. I like to go about anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks out. That's just me. You could go a couple days, same day, 2-3 months out. You just got to find what works for you. I get bored if I go too far out, and I get too much anxiety if I go too close. So 2 to 4 weeks seems to work for me. So I'm going to look at this one here, sell at 130. I got about $20,000 of this account available in my budget for cash secured puts, and I could go with 2, but I'm just going to go for 1 because I don't want to tie my money up in this for too long because something better might come along sooner than later. And you look at the maximum gain when I put that in there, $130. That's because the bid and the ask, there's an 8-cent gap here. So if I go midpoint, because it's 100 shares, that'd change that gain to 134. So that's how much maximum I'll gain. And the maximum loss is if Starbucks goes to 0. And I don't expect it to go to 0. So let's review this for a minute. So we got Starbucks, we got sell to open. So I'm selling a cash secured put, sell to open. And 80 is the strike price. So if the price of Starbucks goes on to $80 and it's sitting there on January 16th, I agreed to buy 100 shares of Starbucks at $80 per share. And for agreeing in this contract, I'm going to earn $134. So that's mine no matter what. If the price is above $80 come January 16th, nothing happens. I don't buy the stock. If it's below 80 or at 80 and I get a sign, I buy the stock. If it goes to $75, I still have to pay 80 for it. So that's not a great thing, is it? So usually what happens 9 times out of 10 or even more is that sometime between now and January 16th, the price of Starbucks will go up a few dollars, maybe to 86 or 87 or 88. And because I have to buy this back later, the more the price of stock goes up, the more this contract goes toward 0. So 2 things is going to make this go towards 0. Time, closer it gets to January 16th. And if the price of Starbucks goes up, that will make this price go down, which I want this to go down because if it does, then I can buy it back cheaper. So just think buy low, sell high. That's everybody has heard that. Buy low, sell high. Well, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm buying low, selling high, except I'm doing it in reverse. I'm selling first, selling high, and going to buy low later. So that's my plan. So let's review this. And it all looks good. And let's go ahead and place the order. And so I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'm going to jump in, look at the activity, and see if the trade was executed. Okay, if you look, it executed. I picked the 134 and actually filled at 135, which is good. Remember, I'm selling this, so it gave me a little bit better price than what I had put in. So by getting this at 1 penny more, I made an extra $1 because 100 shares, 1 penny times 100 is $1. I mean, small victories, right? So anyhow, my hope now is that between time and Starbucks just keep going sideways and creep up a little bit. It's currently around 84.35. So if it just goes sideways between now and January 16th and does nothing, I'll keep that money. So now I like to keep track of what I'm doing here, and I'll add that to my spreadsheet here so I can keep track. Okay, I filled out my spreadsheet here, 12.8. expiration 116, Starbucks is a put, strike price at 80. Only bought one contract, got $1.35 premium, and $8,000 of collateral. So later, if this goes down, let's say it ends up at between time as it gets closer to the 16th of January. If the price hovers above 80 or goes even higher, this contract will become more and more worthless to the point it gets down to zero, which is good for me. Remember, we buy low, sell high, but we're doing an opposite. We're selling high, buying low. So let's say if some point around in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, this contract's only worth 30 cents, I will buy it back at that point, and then this would be my profit. This is just an example. Delete that again. So you can see all these examples here. These are deals that I've closed. And for last week, you can see 3,800 of deals that I closed on different cash secured puts. So that was a good week. Typically, it's about 1,500 or so, 1,000 to 1,500. All right, that's it for this video. This just a quick video showing how to sell cash secured put on Starbucks.